Now back to Harold Ford Jr., who I like. I've met Harold Ford Jr. He's a nice guy. I was on a panel with him and the Speaker, Willie Brown, California State Assembly, was out at a Milken event at the Beverly Hilton Hotel in Beverly Hills. It's a hotel that Whitney Houston died in. It's the hotel that Merv Griffin used to own. And I flew out there for this thing. Milken had requested I go. And I was on a panel with Willie Brown and Ford, and it was the first year of Obama's presidency, first or second year. And I forget who else. Frank Luntz in his Keds tennis shoes was moderating the panel discussion, making jokes about people's flies being open. And of course, I was the only one in the whole ballroom saying what I said, thinking what I thought. Milken loved it for that reason. Made it not milquetoast. But Harold Ford we had dinner beforehand. Well, they ate. I didn't. I never eat before going on stage. But he was as nice as he could be. He was very forthcoming. That was like the second or third time I've been around him. A woman who was interviewed as part of the Morgan Stanley Human Resources probe separately told a Huffing and Puffington Post that Harold Ford Jr. harassed her one night in Manhattan several years ago. Former Democrat Congressman Harold Ford Jr. has been fired for misconduct by Morgan Stanley after facing a human resources investigation into allegations of misconduct, according to a company spokeswoman. He has been terminated for conduct inconsistent with our values and in violation of our policies, said the spokeswoman. At least one woman who is not a Morgan Stanley employee but interacted with Harold Ford Jr. in a professional capacity was interviewed as part of the investigation. In two interviews, the woman alleged Harold Ford engaged in harassment, intimidation, and forcibly grabbed her one evening in Manhattan, leading her to seek aid from a building security guard. The incident took place several years ago when Ford and the woman were supposed to be meeting for professional reasons. Ford continued to contact her after the encounter until she wrote an email asking him to cease. The Huffing and Puffington Post is not identifying the woman at her request, but has reviewed emails that confirm her interactions with Ford. And they say they spoke to two people whom the woman confided in about the incident. You know, that's become the new standard of proof. So woman A alleges that reprobate B harassed her. The media says, we want proof. Woman A says, talk to my friends. I reported it to them the moment it happened. So the media calls the friends of woman A. And the friends, oh, yeah, I remember. She called me within moments of this happening. And she said, blah, 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 blah. And then they go to the second or third friend of woman A. And then the media goes back to reprobate B and says, we got you, bud. We got you. She has just had the story confirmed by two of her best friends. That has become the new standard, for better or worse. So the pressure now once again returns to the special counsel, Robert Mueller. Got to do something to change the narrative because the news continues to be dominated by Democrats in a very unfavorable way. So all this keeps popping up and all this keeps happening, and yet Donald Trump remains the focus. The objective has never changed, and the energy behind it has never wavered. Get rid of Trump. You know what? As I pointed out in the last hour, some of the people joining the get rid of Trump area are people who are as conservative as you and me, who I think have just got caught up in the whole, we got to get rid of Trump because we got to get rid of Trump. We got to get rid of Trump because we got to get rid of Trump. Why? Well, we just have to. Yeah, but why? Well, because we just do. Yeah, but why? Have you not noticed all of the things that you otherwise in life support that are happening and getting done? I don't care. We got to get rid of Trump. Why? Well, because I'm a never Trumper. We got to get rid of Trump. It's become its own organism. it's been out there for so long, people join the movement just because the movement exists. And at the beginning of it, it seemed like the right thing to do.